Coming up, it's an NFC West battle as we'll see the Cardinals host the Seahawks. Arizona needs a win to split the series for the third straight year. It's the close of the regular season, and it's next on EA Sports.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports.
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Play action. It's Newton.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, this defense for the Cards, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They're just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Newton to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Newton. Escaping, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. J.J. Watt. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he's going to go down again. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. To throw is Newton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
The Cardinals making their way out, and it's the #1 overall pick in 2019, Kyler Murray at the helm.
I know teams always talk about having a 24-hour rule after a game, and eventually we end up rolling our eyes. But it works both ways, right? 24 hours if you win, 24 if you lose. But, boy, it's a fun 24 when you win the game. And you win NFC Offensive Player of the Week, isn't it?
Absolutely. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at the 20.
56, Mike, 56.
Throwing to start the drive. Murray, flush to his right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way down to the 39. Huge play there for Arizona. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Murray, out to his left. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big connection on that one, 34 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Shotgun now for Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 7-0. A 4-play drive spanning 80 yards. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Cam wisely hitting the deck at the end as he slides and has the first as well. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Jarvis Landry, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks just an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 39 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Murray now. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Zach Ertz, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll toss it out to Carson. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on third down. Back to throw. Newton dumps this one off to Chris Carson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they, if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Goodwin. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
Flushed out right. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And it's now 21-7. Touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So, Charles, we have reached the end here of a long season, Week 18, which we don't say very often, although this is not the first Week 18 that the NFL has ever seen.
Not at all, and Brandon, some of the people might be a little bit too young to remember, but back in 1993, the league experimented with giving teams 2 open weeks for the year. And we also saw Week 18 when the league was on pause for a few weeks in 2001 following the attacks on September 11th.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They run it with Carson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A
big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Now, these two division rivals, the schedule maker gave them a couple of second-half meetings this year. They met for the first time back in Week 11, and it was the visiting Cardinals who came away with the victory. So now they've got a chance here to sweep the season series if they can get the victory in Glendale.
And this is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A big connection on that one. 39 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Rondale Moore.
His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going? Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Newton got a man. That's Richie James. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Here's Carson. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded at the 20.
A 57-yard punt, 11 on the return.
And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
Now Kyler Murray ready to get back under center.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well, no one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them, and the quarterback is accurate. It's almost like a pitcher throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, isn't it? He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of help.
Time to find out if he can keep that perfect game going here, partner. A huge play there for Arizona.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Throwing on first down is Murray, eluding the pressure right. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year.
And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say, I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Newton. That's complete into the hands of Carson. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this is incomplete, but a flag back at the line of scrimmage. And this could be a first down.
This is unbelievable.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Arizona would give them the season sweep.
He'll check that down to Carson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver.
And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20.
Now the Cardinals going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room.
First down, Murray sliding out of the pocket. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. We now proceed to the start of the second half. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
A solid return, pretty good field position.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at about the 32.
They'll fake it to counter. Now Murray
rolling to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big game.
He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31.
And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Throwing again on second down. Newton. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hand.
Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Now a first down throw complete downfield.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Murray now on first down. And this will be swung out here for counter. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He'll dump this one off to counter. Touchdown! James Conner. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. Scoring summary. 3-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. As Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cards are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second and 10, Murray escaping the pressure right. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. Touchdown, Cardinals! Rondale Moore, 53 yards. And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the ball now going back over the Seattle Seahawks offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Now it's Carson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Now Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Carson, and he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Chris Carson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks are able to get a score back. Myers connects on the PAT, so they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The football going back over to Arizona now. Still comfortably on top, 3rd quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. He's going to look deep for more, and it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray dancing to his left. Again, he targets more. This one is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big connection on that one. 37 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
First carry for James Conner. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Murray. He'll buy some time right. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Rondale Moore, 31 yards. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Newton on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now here's Michael Dixon. He's been terrific so far. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over.
And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4.
Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Conner. Touchdown, Cardinals. James Conner. An 80-yard touchdown.
And the Cards extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Those are the runs the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Cards get to it here. He's brought down for a sack.
J.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Extra point good by Prater. And that will extend this big lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 14. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. This is taken around the 12. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th.
Murray now on 1st down. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. And finally he's taken down at the 18. A huge play there for Arizona.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection leads to a big play.
Flushed out right. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And we will get another look at Seattle's offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score.
Cam's throw on target to James.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now Myers for the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. With the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand.
Back to throw it. Murray to Connor on the check down. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Forced out to his left. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. And he has now tied the record. Touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off at his own 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. Steps away to his left. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Now Prater to add the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just added on to their big lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And after the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Now Newton on 1st down. And a throw right sideline is complete. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton being chased. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. He's going deep for Brown.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
James has got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, they finish things off in style, putting a bow on a 14-3 regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for Seattle,
they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.